It's Tuesday, July 9th, coming to you live from a really nice looking mirror somewhere in the state of California is Carter Elliott. What's up, Cart?
What's going on? I can't reveal my exact location given my current security situation, but I am in the state of California.
What's your current security situation?
My current security situation is that I feel like too many people know where I'm at a given time. So I'm taking a more of an incognito stance moving forward for the rest of July and also the rest of the year.
Okay, so you're just trying to be a little more private with all of your daily dealings?
Yeah, like I'm already big enough. I don't have to make myself also known on top of being a massive human being.
I guess that makes sense. I would say you're tall, not big, by the way.
Oh no, I'm big back.
Okay, let's move on. How's Cali? You've been there what? This is day 4, day 5?
It is day 4. Yes, it is great. The weather's been fantastic. I might be a beach person now. I was
Whoa.
anti-sand before, but the beach is a really, really fun place. But it's been a great trip so far. No negatives.
You being anti-sand always felt a tad racist.
Okay, come on.
Just a little. Like, I get it.
Well,
You
like,
love the dirt, but you can't love sand.
no, like post beach sand on your feet, and you're trying to like get away from the beach, but the sand comes home with you. That's not comfortable.
That's because sand is persistent and petty. It's awesome. I
You
love
are sand. You are sand.
it. I try to be sand. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're having a great time at the beach. Love your fit today. That hat's very nice. Is that a new hat?
Yep. Shout out to Shellback Tavern in Manhattan Beach, California. It is a dive bar right off the beach that Gregory, I know for a fact you would love. I went in there, I bought a hat, I bought a tequila shot, and the bar owner, Mike, came up to me and dapped me up and said, "Have a day."
That's
Come
huge.
on. Like, come on.
Also, a great name because that's now a nickname that I can use to make fun of you in future references. Shellback, that's hilarious. Also, I'm starting to get a little concerned that you are just becoming a little too much of a dive bar guy. Can we have that conversation or no?
No, well, because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of like me being expected to go to cocktail bars, wine bars. I don't want that. I want my feet to stick a little bit. I want some character. I want to one point look at the bar and be like, y'all smell that? Like I need some of that when I'm in a bar.
Now, I'm with you. I love a dive bar, but I feel like you can't go from like 1-star Baltimore, Maryland dive bar straight to Shellback Tavern, Los Angeles, California dive bar in like a 6-day span, be rocking both the hats. Like this feels like you just like were a draftee that just got traded and you're just kind of flaunting both at the same time. Like, where does your dive bar limit end? Are you about to go to another state, find another dive bar, and wear another dive bar hat 5 days from now?
If I find myself in another state, yes, 100% I will.
That's it's just a little concerning. We can't let dive bars become your entire personality. Also, we're supposed to have like a little certain standard of excellence as sleepers. Like, do we want to be the dive bar podcast or do we want to be like the rooftop bar podcast?
Rooftop bars never have games because it's outside, it's on the roof.
You're right. We are dive bar people, aren't we?
We are like, give us, some pool, pop a shot, who knows, something.
Yeah. How many ferries did you have to take to get to Shellback Tavern?
I walked
Oh, nice. That's exciting. Okay.
after driving.
Very, very exciting. All right, Cart. I only have one other question for you. How was the heating and air conditioning at Shellback Tavern?
It probably could have used a little bit of an upgrade. It was a little bit muggy, a little stale in there, I'd say.
Is that because it wasn't located in Northeast Indiana or Southern Michigan?
They didn't have the special people in their back pocket, did they?
It's a shame that they weren't in Northeast Indiana or Southern Michigan because Duncan Mechanical Solutions could help them out if they did. Duncan Mechanical Solutions has quality furnace repair, heating and air experts you can trust. Comfort and quality are their standard. They're an HVAC company, whether it's heating and air, plumbing, kitchen and bath remodeling, or emergency services when you need them most. Duncan Mechanical Solutions has reliable service that you can count on. Go to duncanmechanicalsolutions.com for more information. They are the presenting sponsor of All Things Sleepers Media for the remainder of the month of July. And Lord knows, Cart, I feel like you're a big emergency guy. There's probably going to be a heating and air emergency in your near future, is my guess.
Yeah, it's a monthly occurrence, honestly, in my house. So I wish I had the good folks at Duncan in my back pocket. It's good to know. I'm not sure if they reach up to my area, but I might be willing to pay a little extra.
They actually did. The person who was working with me on this did message me and say that he was going to get some info to you and I for
Oh,
a
that okay.
discount. So
That's
yeah, great.
massive.
Again, great customer service over at Duncan Mechanical Solutions. Cart, it's time. It's that time of the show where you bring out the YouTube comment of the day, but you have like 5 days to work with. So do you have a YouTube comment of the 5 days?
I have a YouTube comment of right now. This one comes from Matthew DeHoyce. Great name, by the way. The interaction between LeBron and Flagg is in stark contrast to the situation in the WNBA with their high-profile rookies. LeBron in the last era of superstars have always seemed to take the young guys under their wings. That's an interesting thought, Gregory, because I wouldn't say that there's some WNBA players who don't take the younger players under their wing, but I don't think we've seen a kind of hater situation like we've had with Caitlin Clark and some of the other older players that we see in the NBA with this younger generation, younger guys coming through.
Yeah, it's a good observation. I think it's accurate. I don't have much to conclude from it other than just that it's happening and I can see it. You know? Like I don't know what it means.
Yeah. Also, triple double, Caitlin Clark.
She's hooping. She's playing great.
And so is Angel Reese.
Yeah. Have you seen that one video of the like hoop like Angel Reese challenge?
Yeah, yeah, with the offensive, it's
It's
pretty
so
funny.
good, man.
It is. It really is.
It's
It's
so
so
good. But
true
no,
too.
she is putting up stupid numbers. She is, and her team's better. So yeah, I can't knock it. I think it's a great time for the WNBA. I just wish the WNBA players enjoyed it as much as others do.
Yeah, not enough flag talk from you to me. Like, why am I not getting you like texting me like Cooper Flag, Duke? We should have them at one.
Because I'm already getting a little bit of Flagg fatigue, as are like a lot of people in our
Mm.
Discord. But my fatigue isn't with Cooper himself. I can't get enough Cooper Flagg content, videos, all of it. I'm all the way in on this kid as a player. Love his game. I am getting fatigued by the people who are acting like they're already fatigued with Cooper Flagg. And I'm probably going to piss off a lot of people in our Discord because, like, we got the episode discussion channel today popping off where I got like 7 different people coming at me like, he's not that generational. Akil's trying to say he'll never be a 1A player in the NBA. We got other people saying they take Dylan Harper over him. We got other people saying they would never want to build around Cooper Flagg. He's more like the 5th to 7th best player in this class. It's becoming ludicrous. Like it's becoming insane. There's a lot of crazy opinions here. I'm very frustrated. There's a contingent who thinks like the hot take here is believing that Cooper Flagg is like a one of one prospect. That's not a hot take. That's consensus from people that have watched a lot of Cooper Flagg. The hot take is being a skeptic of him in any possible way. There were comparisons between him and Chet being made in the Discord earlier, and it seemed like a lot of the skeptics were saying like Chet was clearly a better prospect than Cooper Flagg. That's not true at all. Like Chet wasn't even the bona fide number one player in his class. It was always like Chet or Paolo in that class. Paolo, the guy who went first overall in that draft. Um, like that's not Cooper Flagg. There's no debating here that Cooper Flagg's the best player in this class. And I think there's some revisionist history going around with Chet, who I love. You and I have always loved Chet, but there were real concerns about him physically, how he would hold up durability wise, his strength. Can he guard fives? Can he not? There aren't really those concerns with Cooper. Like Cooper is an elite athlete with elite frame. He's 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan. He's shaped like a power forward. He needs to get a little stronger, but he has point guard skills. And the only serious question you have with him is his jump shot. But it's not that his jumper doesn't go in, it's that his jumper looks ugly. So like there are no concerns. This is one of the most polished, complete players we've ever seen. He's with Team USA right now. He's having great moments to the point LeBron's going out of his way to hug him after and like indoctrinate him into the league. I get it if people are tired of hearing about this already, because I saw the Purdue channel was already popping in with like, I'm already tired of the Cooper Flagg talk. Sorry. Like I'm really excited for him. And I think basketball fans that love basketball for basketball should be too, and should not be trying to go at this kid.
Facts. Also, like there's so many prospects that you get. You look at a downside of what they could project to be, and it's something like jumpers are something that get better. Like people said the same thing about Paulo that he couldn't shoot, and he's doing just fine now. It's going in. Like I don't understand how we just throw aside this kid has been dominant throughout his whole life. I'm saying life. Like he reclasses, he's the number one player. He goes to Montverde, he's dominant. He's the best player on one of the best teams in the country. He's gonna go to Duke, he's gonna do the same thing there. Like I don't understand where the Cooper doubt is coming from. Fifth the
Yeah.
sixth best player in this class is insane. That's just that that makes me mad. We're giving the Discord as a platform to fire off those type of takes.
He's been winning everywhere he goes as the 1A player. And now
Yeah,
while he's with LeBron and KD, we're sitting here being like, oh, he'll never be a 1A. Like what? What has changed? I don't understand this. But with that said, I'm also someone who listens to feedback from the valued members of the Sleepers community over at the Discord. And I will now try and restrain myself from Cooper Flagg discourse for a few days. Only one problem is one of the topics in today's show is at least going to mention Cooper Flagg. So we'll get there when we get there. Now would be the time in the show cart that we read comments from the Discord. We're not going to read any comments from Discord. This is a first time in Sleepers podcast history that we're doing this. Are you okay with this?
once again, have I ever said no to you?
You probably should start saying no to me. You did say no to me the last day we were in Baltimore a few times.
I did?
Yeah, I kept trying to expense more shots.
Okay, I did say no. That's where I put my foot down.
That was a good hard no. So here's why. We're not going to read comments. Number one, we haven't recorded anything, the two of us, since July 3rd. So that's 5 days ago. There's a lot of comments in the comment section people want us to read. It would probably take Carter 2.5 hours to get through these with me. And Carter's still in California, still on a little bit of a vacation. So we're going to do our best to buy him some time here. And number two, just scrolling through all of the Discord comments from the last 5 days, no offense to the beloved community who's put some great conversation in here. There's too much conversation and not enough like questions people want read on the show. Like I could go through in the last 5 days, there have been no shortage of 5 different conversations that people don't want read on the show that I have to like scroll through and figure out what's supposed to be read on the show. Including, I love Malik, but Malik just sent 3 screenshots of things that Malik sent us like a year ago. So Malik wants us to just read private conversations with Malik from a year ago. This morning, there was a bunch of Simone Biles versus Michael Phelps debate, which like go off, have a great debate. But in the comments section, good people, we can't be having that. So this is us putting our foot down collectively to say, ladies and gentlemen, we need the comments thread in the Discord to just be comments that are supposed to be read on the show. You got to make this a little bit easier on us. And then starting tomorrow, we will read all the comments again. We're back on this. Starting from right now, this just came through. Luke says, I heard Simone Biles needs a booster seat. That's his comment. So starting from Luke's Simone Biles comment, we will now read your comments again on tomorrow's show. But we got to get the people in line a little bit, Cart.
Hey, you know what? With great power comes great responsibility. And we understand that. And that's why we're doing this. And if you have a problem with it, we don't care.
With that said, join the Discord.
Yeah, of course. It's $9.99 a month. But joining on the desktop, make sure you join on the desktop to join the Discord to take advantage of that $9.99 a month deal. It's the best way to support Sleepers and support everything that we do, support all the hard work Greg does, all the hard work people behind the scenes do. It's fueled by, Discord subscriptions. And, we're building a great, I know we're saying that there's a lot of different conversations going on in there, but there is some great conversation and a great community being built there. So go ahead, give it a try, $9.99 a month. And like I said, it directly supports us.
Middle name Mateen also. Apparently he didn't know there was a Discord, and he has joined a couple of months ago, I think, but he's made a great impact since being in there. I call him an MNM now. Middle name Mateen, MNM. He says like he would have joined a long time ago had he known there was a Discord. So maybe we need to do a better job verbally promoting this on the show. But anyways, join the Discord. We'd love to see you. And I think we got one new joinee over the 4th of July week. Shout out to Middle School Hooper who joined the Discord. Middle School Hooper is welcome There you go.
Yeah, I think it might be a State fan.
Really?
It's it is. His name was Green. I don't know if it maybe like was not changed, but
Mm.
possibly a State fan. I need to get to the bottom of that. Middle name Hooper. Welcome to this middle school Hooper. Middle name Hooper. Middle school Hooper. Welcome to the Discord, my friend.
I thought the lime green might be the Brian Ralph move. Ralph just has the lime green name just because he wants to be flashy.
Yeah, we need to stay on Ralph.
I kind of love it. I really do. Okay, let's get to the topics today, Car. This is the once a month exercise where I don't tell you any of the topics beforehand. So, do you want to go ahead and guess what topic number one is today?
You are going to ask me.
Do you want to? Can I give you one hint for each one? Because I think you might be able to guess these actually.
Oh, I can't believe you think I'm gonna be able to guess them. Yes.
Okay, topic number one's hint is this is something college basketball centric that came across all of our timelines in the last 24 hours.
College basketball centric that came over our timeline in the last 24 hours. Ooh. Is it that Dylan Harper 6'7" and Ace Bailey 6'10"?
No, although I would love to talk about that at some point. Basketball PJ Fleck needs to be stopped. Let's have
Oh
the
no.
conversation. Let's have the conversation. Pat
I
Kelsey,
I should have got this one right. That's on me.
Pat Kelsey, he's been going with the hashtag revival just slogan since he took over Louisville, the ReviVILLE, because it's the Ville in revival. He's trying to revive it from the dead, right? Pat Kelsey, this man coordinated, orchestrated a massive 3.5 long minute video that included him going into a physical portal and then emerging from the portal in an astronaut suit with every player that he signed this offseason. He's walking hip by hip with Chucky Hepburn talking about we've saved Louisville basketball. We're ready. This video is insane. You should go watch it on the Louisville men's basketball Twitter account, or don't. Just also don't. You don't have to. You could not. I wish I didn't, but I did. And we have to talk about how corny it is to me. I've long held that Pat Kelsey is PJ Fleck in basketball form. I don't mean that nicely, with all due respect to PJ Fleck's Cotton Bowl appearance at Western Michigan. And then he went to Minnesota and had like half a fun season. And then now he just kind of like twiddles his thumbs with 6-6 seasons over and over again. That's this guy. That's Pat Kelsey, who has not won an NCAA tournament game, even though he's been a good, mid-tier coach. Now he's at one of the most prestigious programs in history, doing all his corny little bullshit. Front and center, though. Like, make sure you know Pat Kelsey's front and center this entire video. It's about his team, right? Even though he's the one in the astronaut suit taking all the credit with the slow motion cut of his face. I would hate playing for this dude. I can't believe any players buy into this and actually enjoy it. I think this video is one of the lamest things I've ever seen. What is your breakdown on the revival video?
Yeah, it's just like when I was watching it, this was the face when I was watching it the whole time. It's just kind of like this, like, eh, eh. I'm surprised this tweet doesn't have more bookmarks because this video and clips from this are gonna get so much runtime during the season if these guys lose basketball games. Like it really is. And here's the thing for me. I'm a Michigan State guy, right? So some of the things like this rub me the wrong way. Because I was a football fan of Mel Tucker and like bringing goats on the field and driving stingrays around campus. And it was like, oh yeah, sweet, yeah, all good and well, all good and well. Then we got on the field, we stunk it up, and all that stuff just got used against us. And the keep chopping, all this, just keep on doing whatever that is. I just look. I've actually gone on record and been like, okay, Louisville's going to be better than they were in previous years. That's obviously a given how bad they were with Kenny Payne. I don't know if I could rock with Kelsey, man. Like this is one, it's just cringy in general. Two, who's this like appealing to? This is a massive win for Mark Pope. Like we thought Mark Pope's screaming, flexing picture thing was a little bit cringy. That has nothing on what Pat Kelsey in this video is doing. And I know people are going to come back and say, oh, this is just a social media team doing a great job. Honestly, credit to the social media team because they did put together a nice little film here. But like, come on, man. I've been trying to hold water for the Pat Kelsey isn't cringy thing, isn't PJ Fleck thing. The discussions are over now. Like I'm mad that you don't get the credit you deserve, honestly, for that, Gregor, because you were on the ground floor with that one.
And look, that's not to say you can't like have a good season or win games. I don't know. Louisville basketball could be really good in the ACC. I think when you start to do like ACC standings, Louisville belongs in like the fourth, fifth range. It won't shock me. I like the offensive system that Pat Kelsey has historically run, but I just truly I can't believe in this era players want to play for that guy.
Well,
And maybe
that's another, not to cut you off. It's not even about players. Like what? I have the hardest time believing that high school recruits look at this video and are like, yeah, I want to play for Louisville and Pat Kelsey. There's no way. I'm sorry, there's no way.
yeah, and I look, I get like part of your job is to market your program and be entertaining and be unique and be quirky and put some stuff into this. But the reason I always make the PJ Fleck comparison with Pat Kelsey is I don't think these guys do this stuff to market their programs. They do this stuff to market themselves. Like that, it always comes back to a level of ego and just a level of I am the special thing about this. And look, you need to have ego to be a good college basketball coach. Every college basketball coach in the sport, to some extent, has an ego. Like these people are, in general, selfish, self-oriented people who are great. But I would, if I'm a Louisville player, if I'm like the fifth guy on that team who's forced to like walk in this video watching my coach behave like this just so my coach can tweet this out and take all the credit, it's like, what are we even doing here? And I don't know, maybe it'll hurt him in the long run if players kind of like, I can't believe you want to play with that dude. I think we've seen that happen with PJ. Like I think PJ had help, and his players at Western I know loved him because I know some of the players, like they would take a bullet for that guy. But it feels very culty, and it feels very like once you step out of the spell that he puts his players under, like you see him for what he is, this corny dude who's all about himself and makes a lot of selfish decisions. And I don't know. I like, you better win. That's the takeaway from me. If you're gonna make content like this, you better win games. And we won't know if you will until the season gets here.
415 bookmarks, Gregory.
It's not enough for my liking.
People are ready, and one of those is from me too, by the way.
We might be responsible for a few of those. There has been a little bit of like Louisville fans pushing back, like, oh, you want to talk cringy? And then they linked the Mark Pope Hamilton rap video. On a scale of pure cringe, what's more cringy, Mark Pope's rap video or this from Pat Kelsey?
I feel like I can't comment on them. Like I'm not a Hamilton. You're the Hamilton guy, so I feel like you're obligated to tell me if it's corny or not.
It was cringy. I don't know that I would say corny. Like just it was, watching Mark Pope try and rap was cringy. This Louisville one was cringy and corny. It comes down to this. Mark Pope just like getting caught doing that video and like being asked to rap on camera is like a dork move because he's a dork and he doesn't care. Like that's Mark Pope's just a lame, dorky basketball coach.
Yeah. Pat Kelsey garnered together resources to
Yeah.
make this happen.
Pat Kelsey thinks the things he's doing are cool. Mark Pope like owns I'm a dork, but I'm a good basketball coach. So that's a huge leg up for Kentucky, in my opinion. I wouldn't be able to do this, man. I dodged a bullet. Like Pat Kelsey was seriously in play to be my head coach, and I end up with Dusty May, and these are the two these teams got cart. Like that is not talked about enough.
And who's their point guard?
Chucky Hepburn.
Pat Kelsey throws his players' shoes when they lose shoes at practice.
It's just weird.
I'm glad they got big bags, man, because good grief.
If you're a Louisville fan, would you rather have this going on and Pat Kelsey's your coach, or would you rather have another year of Kenny Payne?
Yeah, you got to take Pat Kelsey.
You got to take this.
You got to take. You got to. I was about to say Kenny Payne, but then I remembered an active player was in the stands watching Kenny Payne. Like that was insane.
How many wins is enough wins to make this video okay?
you're gonna hate this answer. All he has to do is win more than Kenny Payne did.
So all he has to do is win 10 games this year and it's okay?
No. Oh, in the eyes of Louisville fans, probably. For us, he's got to win. You got shit. You got to win 20 games. To be honest with you.
I need like 25 to justify this video. Also, last thing, while I'm shitting on Pat Kelsey and I'm shitting on the cringiness of this, the video itself was kind of dope.
Everything was the
That's
production, the
yeah.
idea. It was fire.
I just want to make sure I'm drawing the line between like the guy who came up with this and how cringy that is versus like the people who were clearly tasked to make this. Y'all did the work here. Like
Yeah, no,
you made this watchable.
Louisville men's basketball social media stock. Just the people who are part of the social media team stock up.
Yeah, round of applause for y'all. But good Lord, get your coach in line. Topic number 2. Again, you need to guess. I guess the hint would be real basketball that's being played this month.
The Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Good guess, Cart. Olympic basketball pool play is set. We have the official, I guess, schedules and the matchups and what teams have qualified for the Olympics. It's been a fun week of qualifying basketball. Like it almost felt like the Olympics in a way. Like we had Giannis versus Luka with a spot in the Olympics on the line, and it was kind of swept under the rug. Nobody was even paying attention.
Okay, this is why I was swept on the rug. Why was this not televised?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Like I couldn't even. I mean, I don't want to speak on my streaming services that I use illegally sometimes to stream games that I don't have because I don't want them to get nixed into thin air. But I couldn't even stream this in the deep depths of websites that I use. Like I could not find it anywhere, and that really sucked because there was like high level players, high level basketball, and like a lot on the line. Like the celebrations for some of these players that won this were like just kind of fun to see.
Yeah. Yeah. I loved it. Like it's anytime you have like the best in the world playing for different versions of teams, like it's fun to see these guys outside of their NBA franchise, is what I'm trying to say. And people care. Like the Olympics is something all these dudes care about. This isn't just some like random World Cup one year. This is like a spot in Paris on the line. And it's best against best. And Giannis versus Luka with a spot on the line was awesome. Giannis got the better of them. So we have all the pools officially set. I want to just do a quick sort of look at what the matchups will be and who's in what pool. It's interesting because it definitely feels like there's a pool of death in this Olympics where I should probably stop saying pool. It's Group A. Group A feels like the group of death card. We have Australia. We have Canada, who is definitely on the rise, one of the better rosters in this event. We have Greece with Giannis. And then we have Spain, who has historically been the biggest threat to the USA over the years. That's a huge group. Australia, Giannis, Canada, Spain. I'm afraid of that group. Then you have Group B, which is France, Germany, Japan, and Latvia. And then Group C, Serbia, United States, South Sudan, and Puerto Rico. Jose Alvarado, shout to him. Big moment.
Group B is France, Germany, Japan, Brazil, right? Or am I looking at the wrong one?
Oh, I'm looking. Sorry. I think I might be looking at someone's out of date because it said winner of qualifying Latvia. So that's
Oh,
probably
okay.
Brazil.
Brazil, yep.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so I probably messed something up. The top one's definitely Spain, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Australia, Greece, Canada, Spain.
yeah, you had it right, but it was just Brazil, the only one you
And
missed.
then France, Germany, Japan, Brazil. And then Serbia, Sudan. Who's the next one? Is it Italy?
Puerto Rico, USA.
Oh, it's Puerto Rico, USA. Italy didn't make. Okay, so there we go. Your thoughts?
So one, I agree with you that Group A is probably like the group of death in there. Also, shout out to Detroit Pistons legend Lorenzo Brown, who's the point guard for Spain. Don't know how that happened. Love that. But I mean, look, there's like some really high level basketball using the whole generic thing going on, like the world is catching up thing. I wouldn't say all that, but I would say this: like there are some high level talents that are playing on these basketball teams. And just in general, there seems to be this thing that, and I don't mean this negatively whatsoever, but you take I think I saw a tweet about it actually. You take like a C level, a C plus level player, NBA player, and put them on their national team, they find a way to cook, right? A la Carlos Arroyo and what Puerto Rico used to do to the USA teams back in 2004. There are some, I mean, shit, in the last World Cup, I think it was Dennis Schroeder who ended up being MVP, and Germany won the whole thing. So it's high level basketball. FIBA's completely different. But I think we got to bring this up, G. I'm glad that Team USA is not playing around. Like we got our dogs. Like it was fun. It was quirky bringing some of the guys to the World Cup. Like it was cute that Austin Reeves got to come along and some other players. But nah, let's go ahead and get our biggest and best players and let's rock out. And I like that.
So you're feeling very confident as an American basketball fan. That's what I'm hearing from you.
That very.
You've always been extremely, supremely overconfident in Team USA settings, I feel like.
But I am, but in this one, I definitely am because of who they brought. Like, dog, I'm looking at a starting lineup of Steph. I'm sure you could do whatever you want. Steph, Ant Edwards, Bron, AD, Joel Embiid. You could change it up, put Bam in. Like, the versatility of this team is crazy to me.
Do you like the Embiids here for the
Yes, I
US?
do. I'd like to comment on that as well because I saw him getting a lot of hate about it, and everyone's
Well,
like, "Oh,
he's ring chasing. He's gold medal chasing.
okay, I don't care about that. I care about the fact that everyone's like, this is Jose Alvarado played for Puerto Rico. This is what it should have been for Embiid in Cameroon. Let's make something very clear here. Okay, first of all, Jose Alvarado was born in New York. Second of all, Jose Alvarado was playing for Puerto Rico because he couldn't touch the USA team. That's also a reason. Okay, like I know he's playing for Puerto Rico, but if he did have the chance to play for the US, I'm not saying he would, but it'd make it a little bit easier for a situation in that case. But if Embiid is ring chasing, I'm fine with that. Or gold medal chasing. Just go get it.
Okay, it's a good point. It's a good point on Alvarado. I don't love the gold medal chasing from Embiid, but I hear you on Alvarado. That makes sense. I also just am not an Embiid guy. Like he's foul baiting against the select team right now. I'm just not into that energy. But
You don't like guys playing their game no matter what?
no, I'm not. I don't like his game. I'm not a fan of that game. That game that has led to absolutely zero wins of consequence in his entire basketball playing career, by the way. So not exactly like, oh, we brought him in to win. That's not one of the names I would think of that helps us do that. But here we are. So there are people saying like, okay, it's one of the greatest collections in USA history. I agree. The names you can put together in like a crunch time lineup are stupid. You could do Ant, you could do Devin Booker. Obviously Anthony Davis belongs up there. Bam's exciting to be there, but this is like LeBron, KD, Kawhi, right? It's
And
that team
Steph.
and Steph. LeBron, KD, Kawhi, Steph feels like the group, and then pick a big like Anthony Davis. Or if you want to go small, you can play Bron at the 5. It's very exciting. Too bad Carmelo's not here. I wish he just had a permanent roster spot. I know he like doesn't deserve it at all, but like I'd love him as the 12th guy on this team. Uh are you a little concerned they're washed though? Like the group,
Washed.
the names you're talking about, Cart, these are like past their prime guys. None of these dudes are determining who wins the NBA finals anymore. None of them. Like this, we had a Kawhi ring, we had a bunch of LeBron rings, we had a bunch of Steph Curry rings when they were the best players on earth.
You know Jason Tatum's on this team.
I do. But like I'm just sitting here saying like the guys that we consider the guys on this team are no longer the guys in the NBA. So, like, it's a little, I think we're going to find out. Like, I was on here with Ralph doing the episode for Monday last night. Ralph has a take. I'm starting to kind of not hate it.
Oh no, what was it?
They might not be the team to beat.
They're not the team to beat.
Might not be the team to beat, Cart.
Who did Ralph have?
He has France.
I mean, I'm not mad at that. Listen,
This is
I'm
a
not
Wemby summer at home, Cart. You're telling me a game in Paris for the gold against France doesn't scare you?
It doesn't, but I could see Wemby getting there and then Team USA players maybe hitting them with the like, it is your league coming up, but let's just make one last statement here that I'm still Bron. Like I got this one last run. It might be a Cinderella run we're looking at here before they hand it off to the young guys.
Do you think there's any team that can keep it within 10 points of Team USA?
Oh, most certainly.
Who
I
scares
think
you most? Canada's nasty.
Canada scares me.
Canada's nasty.
Yeah, Canada scares me. France scares me, of course, with Wemby. Uh, shit, I'm not even overlooking guys like Germany. Germany's got a good squad as well.
The Wagners.
The Wagners, like, and Giannis is still. I mean, I'm not scared of Greece necessarily, but like Giannis is nasty, and Nick Kalatis is like one of the best point guards in all of like international basketball. Look, like I said, there's a lot of talent and a lot of good teams in here. I'm not saying the USA is going to run through this with like an average margin of victory of like 27, but I'm not going as far enough to say that they're not the favorite.
Crunch time. Down 2 to France with 2 minutes left. Gold medal game. Paris is jumping. Who's on the court for Team USA?
I think I would go. I go Steph Ant, Bron, KD, AD.
Okay, no Kawhi.
No Kawhi.
Okay, no Embiid.
No Embiid.
Okay. Uh, do you like Ant Edwards saying the team still runs through me?
No.
I feel like that's a move you would love historically.
I love Ant. I do, but I don't know about that
Why not?
because the team doesn't run through him, does it?
What if it does?
Okay, this is all right. This is off topic a little bit, but I wanted to bring this up. If Jason Tatum says the same thing, are we like obliterating him for being corny to the max?
Of course, yeah.
But it's Ant, so it's cool.
It's not cool.
Oh,
I,
okay,
I
it's not cool.
I didn't like this move from Ant, but it's also just Ant. Like we can't. That's Ant, right?
Yeah, true. I mean, it's not. I didn't like the statement though.
It would be out of character for Jason Tatum to be that confident, right? This would be like if Ant started like texting a dead person. That would be like, why is that going on? But like when Jason does it, it's like, oh, that's Jason.
That's just JT. Me and
Yeah, like you
JT.
got to expect guys are going to do what they do. Also, did you see the spin the ball? There's so much good USA content. You saw the spin the
Yeah,
ball video?
yeah. Can you do that?
I can't do that, and I feel so much better that I can't do it because Curry and LeBron are the only two on the team who said they can't do it. That's huge.
Yeah, I can't do it either.
It's a huge win for us. Okay, all right. I can't wait to watch the Olympics. There's a lot more
Whoa,
Olympic.
whoa, whoa, whoa. You're not gonna get by just like that. Who's winning? Who's winning?
USA, but I
Okay.
don't. I don't feel good at all. I think USA will lose one game in this event.
Which one?
I don't know, but I think they will lose before winning gold in this event. Final topic today, and your hint is that earlier in the episode, I said there would be one topic that involves Cooper Flagg. That would be this topic. So, what do you think it is?
Uh, uh, so I know it's Cooper Flagg, but what is it about Cooper Flagg? Is it about Cooper Flagg role at Duke?
No, kind of,
Okay.
sort of. We're going to take the 5 most exciting freshmen in college basketball next season, and we're going
Mm-hmm.
to guess their statistical outputs. I want to guess the
Ooh.
points per game. I want to guess how good they actually are. This does come from a little game that we were playing over the weekend in the Discord where I think this was in the comment section, but then I avoided the comment section today. So sorry. People wanted to hear the points per game guesses for every Illinois player because there was some Twitter account that came out and assigned points per game for each player. And then we started doing that with Indiana and some other teams. It was a fun exercise, and it kind of frames how I think you view roles for certain guys. But freshmen are the interesting ones to me, and maybe we'll do this for teams down the line. For today, I just want to take Cooper Flagg, the 2 Rutgers guys, Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey, BJ Edgecombe, who's destroying everybody at Baylor, and Kasparis Yakashonas for Illinois. Those are my 5, and I want to know what do we think their statistical outputs will look like: points, rebounds, assists. If you want to do blocks or steals, fine. If you want to do percentages, fine. But paint a picture of what their season actually looks like for me. So do we want to start at the top and work down here and start with Coop?
let's start at the top and work down. Also, let's lay some groundwork here. Me as a stat guesser, as this exercise, it's made for some people. It's made for Gregory. It's made for some people I know. It's not made for me. But let's rock out because I ain't no bitch.
I also asked you, like, or I didn't ask you, but you started by saying, let's lay some groundwork. It would be ground rules, is the term you were looking for.
No, because I didn't lay any rules. I'm just laying some groundwork.
No, you laid the ground rules.
No, if I laid ground rules, I would have actually said some rules.
But groundwork isn't a term. So you speaking is just words. You didn't lay any groundwork. That's not a thing.
I think you're off base on this one.
I'm not. I'm very confident on this. Okay. Cooper Flagg, you want to start? I think you need to start for these guys, given what you just said, because then you can say some outlandish things and I can come in and be different.
Okay, sounds good. I think Coop is going to average I'm gonna say 14 points,
Hmm.
8 rebounds, 2 blocks, 4 assists.
4 assists. Okay. That was the number I was waiting on. So, okay. That seems conservative, which I
I,
guess is good.
I mean, there's a lot of other talent on this Duke team though. I'm starting to really buy Duke's team talent. Like I think it's gonna be a lot of balance to it.
Do you think 14 points a game leads Duke, or are you betting somebody else leads this team in scoring?
Uh I think it'll be probably second or third, but I think it'll be like close. Like I think the leading score will be maybe like around 16 or something like that.
Who do you think leads them in scoring then? Don't tell me you're going to put like Proctor or Foster as the leading scorer, 17 a game on this team. Because if Flagg's at 14, you got to pick someone. Is it Sion James? Is it? I don't think it's going to be.
No, I like this exercise. Coop's leading them in scoring. Coop's gonna have 17 a game. So gonna be 17, 8 for 2 blocks.
Okay, that feels better to me and closer to what I'm thinking. But what you said is like not a bad answer either. Just for some data points, last year's Duke team had 3 different players average 14 or more a game. Jeremy Roach, Jared McCain, both averaged 14 a game. Kyle Filipowski led the team with 16, 8, and 3 assists. I think Flagg can do that. And I think this team kind of needs him to do that. As loaded as we think this Duke team is, when you start actually naming the names like we are right now, I don't think there's a lot of guys who are like guaranteed 15 a game scorers. Like I don't expect Tyrese Proctor or Caleb Foster to score more than like 11 or 12 a game next year. There's not really a bucket getter in the front court unless like Maluak is ready. There isn't like a proven go-to Kyle Filipowski type. So
Hmm.
as good as Cooper Flagg is at the other stuff, I think they are going to need him to score. I think he is capable of scoring. I keep comparing him to Ben Simmons, and I know you probably don't like that, but Ben Simmons' college season was fantastic, and it's what I'm hoping Cooper Flagg can replicate. In college, Ben Simmons averaged 19 points a game, 11 rebounds, and 4.8 assists with 2 steals and a block to go with it. Now, he was not a 3-point shooter at all because that wasn't his game, but he was 56% from the floor. Cooper Flagg's not going to be that efficient, and he's definitely going to shoot from 3. But I think a best case scenario of 19, 11, and 5 feels on the table here. I think he'll be a little bit below that. I'll go like 17 a game. I think 8 rebounds, and I think his passing will be real. I think 5 assists a game could happen.
That's basically what Paolo averaged at Duke.
Yeah, which I don't think that's out of the question given how young this team is. The best player is going to have to be the best player. Okay, to the second guy. We're going to do both the Rutgers guys. So let's start with Dylan Harper.
Um, let's see. So the thing is with Dylan Harper is that like I don't think people give enough thought to like the fact that Jeremiah Williams is going to be a pretty big factor on this team. Like, I'm not saying he's going to take the ball out of Harper's hands, but it's not just Harper out there and just Bailey. I think they do have one or two other guys. Um, but with that said, still think he's going to be special. I'm going to go Harper to average 16 a game with with 6 rebounds and 7 assists.
Last year's Rutgers team had nobody that scored more than 12 points a game on it. That should terrify you. Again, the Pikel offense concerns. Cliff Amourier and Andre Hyatt scored 10 points a game. Nobody else cracked double digits.
If that's the case, then I can get 7 more out of Dylan Harper.
For sure. But I'm just like, he's going to have to do it himself, man. That's all I'm saying. Like, I believe Derek Simpson can hoop, and he scored 8 points a game in a year that was supposed to be a breakout year.
Yeah,
so
that was nasty work.
There's some negative stuff here. You're trying to make the case that there are some other guys here, and Jeremiah Williams is good. Jordan Durkach averaged 17 points a game last year. Tyson Acuff averaged 21 points a game last year, but is coming off a big injury, and we think he's ready, but we don't know. But I don't know, man. They're gonna have to score. I think Harper, I'm gonna go 16 points a game, 4 assists, and like nothing else. Like, I don't think he's gonna rebound or like
Nothing.
or defend really. I mean, do you think he's gonna like defend? I don't. It's Pike. Like, they're gonna try, but
even if he doesn't, like, what's that? That's not gonna affect his assist and rebound numbers.
I'll say 16 and 4 on like 41% from the floor and 35% from three. Like, not supremely efficient 16 and 4.
But a solid 16 and 4.
Like a 16 and 4 that doesn't end up first team All Big Ten.
Like, is he gonna have a Doug McDaniel 16 and 4?
I think that's kind of where I'm headed with it. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's good. The 16 and 4, 16 and 4. But yeah.
So you're out on Rutgers.
I don't know yet. This is the team I'm most torn on in the world. Can we do Ace Bailey next?
Yeah, we can. Okay. Ace Bailey. I think Ace Bailey might benefit from like actually not having much of a big for this team. So I think like he's actually going to be, he might like lead this team in rebounding, to be honest with you. I'm going to say he averages 17 points a game.
Wow.
I think him and Harper are just going to score the ball. Like, it's going to happen. 17 points. 17 points. I'm going to go 8 rebounds, 1 assist.
Good percents, like efficient, more efficient than Dylan.
43% from the field, 32% from 3.
Okay. I'm going to go 15, 8, and 1. I think he's more efficient than Dylan Harper. I think, like, statistically, Ace Bailey has a better season than Dylan Harper. But part of that is out of necessity with the front court stuff from Rutgers, too.
Which one do you think is better? I don't think we ever talked about this.
I believe Dylan Harper will be a better player long term. I don't know if he's better suited for like college at Rutgers, but
okay.
We'll see. What's your answer to that?
I think Dylan Harper is a better player.
Okay.
Both
right.
Great.
Moving on. I'm still so confused on what Rutgers is going to be. Moving on, VJ Edgecombe, who has been awesome with the Bahamas. Killer.
Who?
Valdez Edgecombe Jr.
Thank you.
What are Valdez's stats going to look like at Baylor?
I'm very interested to see where you land on this one, whether, because I know you're high on him, but I wonder if you're going to go high enough like he's leading this team in scoring. I want to say he averages 15 points a game with 5 rebounds and 5 assists.
Wow, 5 assists. That seems high.
It does.
That'd be crazy impressive. So, yeah, this one could go a variety of ways. I won't be shocked if he scores 20 a game. I won't be shocked if he scores 10 a game and kind of just there's too many guys on Baylor. They lose four different guys that scored double figures last year. Ray J. Dennis was 13 a game, Jalen Bridges 12, Jacoby Walter 14, and Eves Messi 10. So there's opportunity, but Langston Love and Jaden Nunn are both back, also double figures. They had six guys scoring double figures. The biggest issue for VJ is that Norchad Omier was 17 a game last year in Miami. He's gonna score. Jeremy Roach was 14 a game last year at Duke. It's like I feel like if you dropped Edgecombe on last year's Baylor team, he would have just been like a way better Jacoby Walter. But on next year's Baylor team, like Norchad is probably leading this team in scoring. So I'm gonna say I think he'll still be better than Jacoby. And Scott Drew always gets his guys big numbers. I think he'll be 15 a game, 3 rebounds, 1.5 assists. I don't see the creation stuff that you see.
You don't see like just playing in like this like Scott Drew high tempo, just like getting assists.
I think there's a lot of guards, man. Like I think
Yeah, okay, yeah. I guess the 5 assists is definitely lost. Especially like Roach is gonna have the ball in his hands a lot.
I think Roach operates like the primary point guard, Jaden Nunn secondary, and Edgecombe is just like out to score.
Do you have on the top of your head how many assists Ray J. Dennis averaged last season?
Ray J. Dennis averaged 6.7 assists last year.
Okay, yeah, I like to take Valdez down to 3 assists a game.
Okay. Okay. All right. Final one here. Kasperis Yakashonis, Illinois zone. This is a very
10 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. No, I'm kidding.
just short of a triple double.
Just a little short of a triple double, because Trey White misses too many shots. No. I think Kasparis is gonna lead this team in scoring. It's Brad, it's his offense, so it's got to be up near 17. So I'm gonna say 17 a game for Kasparis. Might do a lot of ball creation stuff. I don't think he's gonna be that great of a rebounder, so I'm gonna say 3 rebounds and 5 assists.
Marcus Damask averaged 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists last year while shooting 29% from three. That was with Terrence Shannon on the team scoring 23 a game. What do you think Marcus Damask would have averaged if Terrence Shannon wasn't there? 16, 5, and 4 with Terrence Shannon. What would he have been?
Probably 20 something.
Probably 25 and maybe more assists.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
That's kind of where I'm headed with Kasparis because
well,
the thought here, right, is like there is no Terrence Shannon. There is nobody outside of Yakashonis that I think you're like penciling in to be a huge scorer, right? Like you hope Will Riley is, but like Boswell was 9 a game last year. Rickhouse was 14 a game at Evansville. Like I don't know. I don't think there's like the guys. I think Kasparis is going to be asked to be the guy, and the reports are that he's that good. So, oh man, I think his numbers are going to be better than the other guys we've just named, which is crazy because I don't think he's a better player than the 4 guys we just named, but maybe he is.
I'll go. How are we going on these numbers?
I'm gonna go 18 points a game.
Okay.
5 rebounds, 4 assists. 18, 5, and 4, and that is first team All Big Ten, potentially Big Ten Player of the Year numbers, depending on what Braden Smith does.
Can I get the percentages, or is that asking too much?
I think he shoots better from 3 than Damask, like 33% from 3, but he takes some tough ones. Otherwise, it'd be higher. I think he's great from the line, and I think 46% from the floor. Like, I'm great season from Yakashonis.
That might be Big Ten Player of the Year.
It'll depend on what Braden Smith does. Because can I do Braden?
Yeah, you can do Braden.
I think Braden might be 17 and 8 assists a game.
Oh, my word.
I think he might set the assists a game record this year.
Heavens.
I think it could happen.
That could happen. I mean, I'm just that'd be an incredible year.
I think could happen. Could be a great year.
Could
Okay.
be special.
Did you like that exercise or did you not like that exercise?
Can we do Xavier Booker?
We can. Go ahead.
I think Xavier Booker is going to average 12 points, 6 rebounds, a block, and shoot 40% from three.
That'd be a great year. I
How
think he's
about you?
also, I think he's just a 21, 21, 11, and 4.
Ooh,
Yeah.
special.
Great player. One big thing presented by Duncan Mechanical Solutions. Card, if you're looking for quality furnace repair, look no further than the heating and air experts you can trust. Comfort and quality are their standard. Go to DuncanMechanicalSolutions.com for more info. What's your one big thing?
My one big thing today is that Greg, I gotta do something that's gonna hurt me a little bit, and it's gonna hurt me more than it hurt you. I think I'm gonna have to dock you one whole friend point because you led me astray in an area where I expect you to lead me. Okay, and I think you'll stay on my side in this case once I give this to you. Why did you never tell me about the movie Pitch Perfect?
Because I don't like the movie Pitch Perfect.
What? You don't? I thought that'd be a movie that you would love.
It was a crazy approach from you to come in with that type of, I'm gonna
Well,
dock you a friend point because of Pitch Perfect.
well, I mean, because looking at the type of movie that it is, that would be a movie that you would lead me to.
I'm gonna dock you 5 friend points for thinking I would love the movie Pitch Perfect. Like you,
I,
once again, a great example of you not knowing me good enough.
I can't believe you don't like Pitch Perfect. Aren't you
Why do
like
you
an
think I would
acapella
love Pitch
guy?
Perfect? Because
Because
there's a cappella singers.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
What if I think that movie's an insult to a cappella singers?
Really, do you actually?
I'm not an Anna Kendrick guy.
Okay, that's fine. But like, I figured like you and acapella went hand in hand.
Real a cappella.
Oh, that's okay. So that's fake acapella.
Like the TV show Glee, get out of here. Go away. Not like if you're not about it, don't be about it. You know what I mean? Like
Okay,
this is for show.
You're an acapella purist.
This is for show. This isn't for the songs. This isn't for the voices. This is so Anna Kendrick can get some fits off and act like she's God's gift to acting when she's not. She's not special even.
Okay, all right, misread.
That Cup
Classic.
song stinks.
Okay, I'm with you. The cup song does stink.
But so do you like Pitch Perfect?
Yeah, I really liked it.
Oh no. Can I feel like I interrupted you. Can you finish your thoughts on why you love it?
I mean, I found myself just singing all the catchy tunes, to be honest with you.
Can we hear a few notes?
No, but I did order a acapella whistle.
More to come on that, I'm sure. Okay. Well, I'm glad you discovered Pitch Perfect. Congrats. And I'm sad I'm down a point for a movie I don't like, but understood. Okay.
I'm down 5, so it's good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Two big things for me today. I'm breaking the rules. Number one, I feel obligated to address this, and then I have my real one big thing. I hear the people who came out and correctly assessed that me starting a diet 2 days before the 4th of July long weekend was a crazy move. It was a crazy move, and you're right. The calendar got the better of me. The calendar wins this time because I will say Wednesday night was the official start of the long weekend for us, and we went out to dinner with in-laws and their kids. And we went to a great restaurant with phenomenal pizza. I wanted to order a pizza so bad to set the tone. Wife was drinking a glass of red wine. My sister-in-law ordered a marg. She doesn't even drink that much. Vibes were high at this table. I ordered a Diet Coke and a salad with grilled chicken because that was my approach to the weekend. I had every intent for the weekend to be a diet-filled weekend. Then I got a text from this man at 5:34 in the morning, Thursday morning. I got the text. It called me a Montrose merchant. It said the Boo Birds were out. It said I couldn't be special on the Blackstone. It said the Blackstone couldn't travel. The people needed me. The show had to go on. and it completely shit. I immediately poured a mimosa. We went to a neighborhood parade. I shut that bit down. And then we came back, had brunch on the Blackstone, the first of 4 brunches I made this weekend. And safe to say the diet was not followed for the next 4 days, but we're back in diet mode today. So Boo
Okay.
Birds, you win this time.
But we're back though. That's all that matters. We're back.
We're back.
Should have been the move in general, but we're
You
back.
set off a special weekend for me though, so thank you for that.
79.
My real one big thing. I'm talking to the tennis schedule makers out there. When we're putting together brackets for the biggest tournaments in the world, I'm talking the Wimbledons, the US Opens, the French Opens, wherever you want to play. Talking that level. We're at Wimbledon right now. You should never again be allowed to put Yannick Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz in the same side of the draw. That's insane. If these two guys can't possibly meet in the final, they have to play in the semifinal just to get there. You did a disservice to tennis fans everywhere. These two are so far ahead of everybody else on the planet right now. They're so far ahead of Novak Djokovic. Yeah, I said it. He's great. He ain't playing like Carlos or Yannick right now. The young rivalry needs to get going, and we need schedule makers to take notice.
So when is the final for Wimbledon?
Next weekend.
It's still a whole nother week.
It's a 2-week long tournament. Yeah. So we're through week 1. There's basically we're approaching the quarterfinals right now.
Damn, Wimbledon's a long ass time.
Yeah. And Carlos and Yannick are going to play in the semis, which is, again, it's a travesty.
Who's on the other side?
Novak.
So it's just Novak versus one of those guys.
Sasha Zverev, who Zverev's been hooping. He's good. But like we have Medvedev and Sinner in the quarters. Then we have Sinner and Carlos in the semis, just so Sinner can get to Djokovic. Like, put some respect on Yannick's name, man. Young Bull is rocking.
Respect. Did Ben Shelton already lost? I'm guessing.
Yeah, he got cooked.
Got cooked.
He wasn't
what,
up for the challenge of the greatest in the world. He's all show.
Got it. All right, like who's our young bull?
Tommy Paul's going to get a chance at Carlos if you want
He
like
is.
American young bull, and Tommy Paul's 2-2 lifetime against Carlos. So
I need one American young bull.
I mean, the real young bull is just Carlos. Like, we're Carlos guys. I'm never going to pretend I'm not.
We are Carlos guys, but we have to have one American young bull.
Vamos.
All right, that Vamos hit. Vamos, okay, that's my one big thing. Vamos goes harder than any other like, let's go, like, yeah, no, Vamos, like that. There's nothing that hits more than that.
Vamos goes crazy. Okay, there's your Wimbledon talk for the day. Thanks for making this work on vacation, Cart.